Ever feel anger, anxiety, jealousy, or sadness and immediately tell yourself to push it down? That's how most of us were raised. But here's the truth: emotions are not your enemy. They are natural. They are not bad. They're trying to tell you something important. Today, I'm going to show you how to feel without getting stuck, how to notice without attaching, and how to step back from your thoughts instead of letting them run the show. It's me, Aubrey, and today we're talking about emotions and thoughts, something everyone deals with. It's normal to feel anger, anxiety, sadness, jealousy, whatever it may be. It's normal to express those feelings, but we've been taught to keep them inside, to toughen up, to appear strong. The problem is, the more we push them down, the louder they get. Your thoughts work the same way. They are not you. They are not facts. They're just channels on a radio. You can choose to listen, change the station, or just observe without reacting. For most of my life, I thought emotions were problems to fix. If something unsettling happened, I'd push the feelings away, distract myself, pretend I was fine. But here's the thing: suppressing emotions doesn't make them disappear. It makes them grow louder. Anxiety, anger, sadness, they all grow when you try to bury them. I was unknowingly feeding exactly what I was trying to escape. Panic attacks, spiraling thoughts, overthinking, they all became regular visitors. I was trapped in cycles I didn't even realize. Eventually, I discovered something that changed everything. Emotions are not bad. They are human. And when I gave myself permission to feel them fully, without judgment, that's when healing began. I let myself cry when I needed to cry. I let myself scream, breathe, or just sit still. I stopped trying to be my emotions. I stopped letting them hijack my thoughts. I just let them pass through. Emotions are messengers, not your identity. They tell you what's alive inside, what hasn't been processed, and what needs attention. If you fight or suppress them, they will get louder. If you attach to them, they will control you. But when you meet them with curiosity and compassion, everything shifts. Here are practical ways that I do that. I name the emotion. So I'll say, this is anger, instead of I am angry. That tiny shift separates you from it. When you say, I am angry, you're claiming that as part of your identity. Then give the ego a character. So my inner critic has a name. I named it to help separate myself from it, but I'm not very good at coming up with names, so I just used my middle name. So my ego's name is Nicole. Giving it a name, it separates it, it makes it harmless. And then use the cloud trick. So imagine the feeling drifting like a cloud. You're just watching it. You're not holding it. Finally, ask, what is it trying to tell you? What is this emotion showing me? That transforms it from being a threat to a guide. Thoughts aren't you either. They're like radio channels. Some are static, some are music, Some are loud or upsetting, but you are the listener, not the station. You might have thoughts like, I'm a bad person. I can't do this. I'm not enough. But none of those makes you bad. They make you human. If you want to detach from your thoughts, observe them without judgment. Notice the thought, then let it go. Don't attach a story to it. Then label it. That's the worst case scenario channel, or here's the perfectionism channel. Recognize it, then move on. Then step back. Visualize watching your thoughts like people on a stage. You are the audience. You don't have to join in. Then use curiosity. Ask, why is this thought here? What is it trying to show me? Here's the structured approach I use. And I call it the fill in free, because I don't know what else to call it, to be honest. But the first step I do when my thoughts or emotions feel too heavy, I fill it. I let the emotions rise without judgment and without shaming myself. Then I try to understand it. So I ask, what is this showing me? From there, I release it. I don't attach. I let it move through me. Then I can refocus and shift my energy towards something I actually want. This method works for emotions and thoughts. It's not about controlling them. It's about observing them, separating yourself, and letting them move. Recently, I felt that familiar spiral of anxiety starting. My chest buzzed, my mind racing through worst case scenarios. Instead of fighting it, I paused. I took a deep breath and I named it. This is anxiety. I pictured it as a loud, overexcited friend, well-meaning but annoying. I didn't argue. I didn't invite it to stay. I let it talk, then leave. I also used the radio analogy to work with thoughts. When I notice a bad thought or overthinking, I label a channel and literally say, I'm switching this one off. That mental separation is really freeing. Other tips I use for detaching is writing it down. Journaling can create space between you and the thought or emotion. But the key is to not filter yourself when journaling. Don't judge yourself. Just write whatever comes out. Physical movement also helps. Walking, stretching, or just shaking it out. Your body helps the emotions move. And if you're like me, sometimes you don't want to get off the couch. So what you can do if you don't feel like walking or stretching, just shake your hands, both of your hands, like you're trying to dry off water. Shake them for like a minute. That's going to activate your nervous system and it's going to help move that emotion through. You can also try breathing exercises. Deep breaths anchor you into the observer role. And I know everyone says to do deep breathing, but really try it. Even if you feel like it's not doing anything, it is. Deep breathing is known to help your nervous system, and it can help pull you out of spirals, and it can help allow those emotions and thoughts to just move through you. Here's the truth. You are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are the presence noticing them. Feel your feelings. Let them come. But don't grip onto them. Observe with compassion, then release, refocus, and realign. This is how you reclaim your power. Remember, Emotions are messengers, thoughts are channels. You are the observer.